Scorpio, Scorpio, I'm back. I have been under the duvet coughing. Oh my God, it was relentless. Anyway, I'm sorry I didn't get here earlier, but when I tell you the news I've got for you, you'll be like, yeah, you won't care about anything except hearing that fabulous news. Let's start at the beginning. Let me tease you in. Let me, kind of wind you up a little bit before we get to the fabulous news. Not really wind you up. I've got to give you some good advice before we get to the good news. And that is, on the 9th and on the 10th, there's a little bit of argy-bargy between your ruler Pluto, firstly with Mercury, and then with the Sun. And in your heart, it's very important that you try and work out what's going on. On the one hand, you're feeling very in tune, very intuitive, and very kind of spiritual. But it may be that somebody's arguing with you. You're sensing things, you're using your hunches, or perhaps the other way around. You've got an idea and you can't pin it down with someone and there's like, within yourself. So avoid any friction. It's not worth it. Trust your instincts, trust your ideas, and kind of, find balance between your intellect and your spirituality. That's basically the key. You might find you're arguing with yourself about what you intellectually think is true and what you intuitively feel is true. Anyway, regardless of all that, on the 10th, you have the best news of all. The best news you have had in 12 years, and that is because Jupiter, the planet of expansion, good fortune, good luck, stretching, personal evolution, and growth, is going into your sign. Yeah, baby, your sign. Now, for the next 12 months, you have all sorts of opportunities to grow, transform, and change. But I have to say the key word there is stretch, grow, and transform. If you remain like this, you're not going to be able to benefit from the fabulousness that is Jupiter in your sign. Now, as I say, this only happens once every 12 years. Perhaps you need to think about 12 years ago. What happened 12 years ago? Was there any major shifts in your life? What direction were things going in? If you ignore the fabulousness that is Jupiter in your sign, you might find you put on weight or things grow and expand in your life that you don't want. So take charge of that. Know that you've got a magic wand for the next 12 months and allow yourself to look at how you need to change as a person. How do you want to grow? If you were fearless, what would you do? And implement that into your life. I'm going to do, hopefully, a whole video about that at some point soon. Now, Venus, the planet of love, is shifting signs, and she's going for you into your spiritual realm. It can be tricky to have Venus there. On the one hand, you can have this amazing connections, soul connections, possibly become addicted to someone, or codependent because you just want to be around them all the time. On the other hand, you might just sort of meet someone you had a past life with and you kind of slip into this intimate relationship with someone that you hardly know. But you do have to be a little bit careful because Venus in this position, although romantic and wonderful and magical and spiritual, could also bring about illusions. It's a time where we fall for someone because we're projecting what we want to see on them. And it also, as I say, just has no boundaries. So use your intuition, hone your intuition, but keep, your feet firmly on the ground as well. A grand fire trine on the 15th is stoking your passion to get things done around your work and your career. Now, a lot of your energy has been around those areas. You've hopefully seen great strides in those areas. But this fire trine is going to go and fire you up for the next phase. With Mercury also entering Scorpio on the 17th, your words are magic. You are deeply mesmerising and convincing. If you don't believe that, come on now. You need a self-esteem boost. And this month is surely going to give it to you. Trust in the power of your words. Trust in the power of your ideas. With Mercury conjunct Jupiter on the 13th, anything could happen. Be careful what you think, actually, because your words are like spells and your thoughts are like spells being put out into the universe. And whatever you're putting out there could come to you good, bad, and indifferent. So work on that positive, healthy relationship to your thoughts. The new moon is giving you a whole spiritual rebirth. It also enables you to get rid of any addictions. Are you addicted to anything? Do you have really any sort of patterns or behaviour patterns or literal addictions that you need to shift? Ask this new moon to help you. Also, if you've got literal addictions, seek help. And this new moon will help you have a brand new cycle. Mars is entering Libra on the 22nd and also your 12th house of of spirituality and lack of boundaries. There could be too much drinking. There could be too much sort of surrendering to escapism this month if you're not careful, because Mars likes to go at that hard. But on the 23rd, the sun is entering your sign and you're like, yeah, it's Scorpio season. And you are like feeling confident, feeling brazen, feeling courageous and feeling back to yourself. And if that wasn't enough, the sun is conjunct Jupiter on the 26th. That is a truly magical day. Think this month about what you want to create in the next 12 months. Powerful times, my Scorpio friend. Powerful times. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon.